Welcome to Liquid Late Nights, home of the Good Burger. How may I help you?
Wow. Speaking of Good Burger, let me ask you this question. The CEO of Kellogg last week said, if you poor, you should eat cereal for dinner. I got a couple questions about this.
No, he didn't say that, did he?
Yeah, he did. He get blasted everywhere. The man who's over $1 billion company, actually they made $15 billion in profits in 2022, telling us that if you poor, you should eat cereal.
Well, he don't know is that about soggy cereal. So
but first of all, does he know that's what poor people are eating anyway? Cereal is not just for breakfast anymore. It's for
whenever you think you're hey, people just come on, hammering in the middle of the night. They sitting on
what you cereal. Do? Eat some Captain Crunch, or the good value version of Captain Crunch, that the one that tilt the roof of your mouth.
Dang.
But ain't no dried strawberries in those Kellogg's special K's and stuff like that. I mean, what do you think about with this guy? You think he's just out of touch, or he just saying something off the cuff? I mean, come on, man. I mean, you got food banks that are partnering with people who ain't got that kind of money, who are putting out hundreds of thousands of meals in like New York right now to try to help feed the poor. And this man say, just go get you some cereal. Does he know how much the price of a gallon of milk is nowadays?
Man, he's just trying to move his product. He's like, hey, I got a food product. It's relatively cheap. Come get it from me. Come on.
The way they break it down to is like, oh, you get 25 servings out of a box of Kellogg. Has he really?
That ain't true. I don't have to see the box and know it's
the recommended serving size, which nobody ever uses.
Yeah. I'm being
everybody be anorexic. I can't.
Trying to say he's trying to get rid of the big backs.
Well, I'm not
doing it.
I'm not delving into that one, but something's quite unfair about that. I don't know.
No thoughts, no comments on it.
I mean,
no.
Is it a cutoff? Why was he getting interviewed? Why do you think he was a good idea to answer that? Where was his handlers? There was a failure. There was a failure all along the chain for that.
There's a failure there for sure. For sure. Let me ask
you. All you got to do to be a billionaire CEO is keep your mouth shut until you have to talk in front of like the financial analyst. Otherwise, don't say nothing, and there won't be nothing. Nobody won't even know you. Did you know who this guy was before he said it? Open his mouth?
Nope.
Well, then see.
Nope. 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 All right. Well, how about this one then? How about Terrence Howard calling the IRS and tell him that he ain't gonna pay that almost $1 million tax bill because they owe him for reparations? He gonna be in jail.
He's going to jail.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
He'll be like, what's his name?
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes. But he don't put it out there. He's like, and not only that, he left two voicemails for the IRS, and they had it on tape of what he said.
Well, he just trying to get some clicks. He can't be that stupid.
I mean, he could be.
I don't know, man. Look, Wesley did the same thing, and they came and got him.
Well, but Wesley's thing was different. What he tried to do was he tried to have a tax exempt company is what he tried to set up on it, and they just went and they just crucified him. That's what they did. He was within certain guidelines. Yeah, but
I wish I was able to do Terrence Howard's voice when he's in all these movies about to cry and all that stuff like that. But
he does the same character.
He's same character every time.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. But
when he was roadie for half a minute, it was kind of different.
But he blew that up.
But how about this? In the first voicemail, this is what he said: 400 years of forced labor and never receiving any compensation for it. Now you have the gall to try and persecute and charge taxes to the descendants of a broken people that you were responsible for causing the breakage. That was the first voicemail. The second voicemail went, in truth, the entire United States should, by default, become the property of the descendants of slaves. But since you do not have the ability or the courage to do it, let's try this in court. We're going to bring you down. Nah, bro. They're going to bring you down.
First of all.
What was wrong with him?
He was high. First of all,
maybe it was somebody else.
It was AI.
AI fake.
AI calls.
No, it could have been like, come on. That had to be like a deep fake or something, dude. The man he got better people around him to know that's not a deep fake. You know, I'm bagging it off.
You bagging it off? Okay.
Yeah, that's a deep fake. Come on.
All right. Let's wait until he double down on it tomorrow then.
Okay, but that's a deep fake.
All right.
Trust me on it.
All right.
I want no parts of that. No part.
All we got to do is wait for him to say, man.
That's not right. But anyway, go on.
Whoop that trick. Right. Whoop that trick.
That's what you think he said when he called the IRS?
What's that from the one he got him in the
Hustle and Flow?
Yeah, that was a one-timer for me, huh?
Hey, they won Grammys and everything.
I understand. I only watched because one of my friends, he's just coming over and over again. You gotta watch it. All right. But I didn't see all the hoopla was about.
It's all right.
Yeah.
But although you ain't never seen nobody as happy to win an award as 3 6 Mafia when they got the Oscar for that thing, they got a Grammy for that. They were so happy. They were grateful. They're like,
they still talking about it.
They still talking about it.
The rap group that produced all the music for that, wrote all the songs and produced all the music for that Hustle and Flow.
Beyond my age group, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, Hustle and Flow was 20 years ago, wasn't it?
No, I saw Hustle and Flow because, again, one of my friends kept saying I need to go see it, so I saw it. But it's a one-timer for me because it's just about a pimp. So I'm like, really? I mean, I understand he got to jail and his thing become a hit and his little honeybee, his little nobody kept, did up on this stuff.
Nobody.
But I will never be watching the movie ever again.
You out. Done for you.
Anyway, that's just me.
Speaking of movies, let's talk about some of our entertainment stuff in the TV world. I know we got Shogun that started a couple weeks ago. What you got on me for me, Curtis?
No, it's awesome. I don't want to give away any plots or anything like that, but it's set in like 16th century Japan. One of my favorite Japanese actors is a lead character. It's good. Now, here's what you have to know about it. It's about probably 60% subtitles because the Japanese actors are speaking Japanese, which is awesome. It's just awesome because I love reading subtitles and doing this kind of stuff. Then there's English and there's some Portuguese.
Oh,
but it's because the Portuguese was there first. You understand the Portuguese when started all this madness. Anyway, but the cinematography is just out of this world, and that's just for 2 episodes. Because I've seen trailers for the next one and the next one. It's gonna get it's very well done. That's all I got to say about it. Because I saw some other similar. I saw the 2 seasons of Marco Polo, which everybody was speaking English in that one, but this makes it more unique because they're actually they're speaking in Japanese most. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you have to keep up with it, but it's well done. But it's politics.
You're not gonna be watching dishes while you're watching this. You just sit down there and
you got to get down and enjoy it, and you got to get into it.
Okay.
The first 2 episodes I've binged them and so I went to find out when the next one. So it drops. The next one They drop every Tuesday. So the next one dropping tomorrow.
All right, I'm feeling you on that.
Because another friend of mine here on the island told me about it. He watched I talked to him last Thursday. He said, Curtis, you got to do it. So I had to go cancel something and sign up for Hulu.
This man playing roulette with streaming services. All right, this month we're not going to do this. We're going to get Hulu. Next month, all right, we're going to cancel Prime and add back Disney Plus. Oh wait, the games are on. I need the ESPN in plus.
It's 2024. They're going to play games with us. We're going to play games with them.
Anyway,
y'all going to pull off whole seasons and stuff, man. I'm getting paid y'all this week. Watch this. Shuffle.
All right. So speaking of Disney Plus, I know you got the space race over there on Disney Plus and Nat Geo, right, Adrian?
Yeah, I slept on this too long. This was really good. It's a real good documentary. Soon they put it out in time for Black History Month, but man, this talks about the space race, talks about all the Black astronauts, all the guys who were going to be astronauts and didn't back in the day because of the situation. They got interviews with Charles Baldwin and Dion Bluford and
I saw that trailer.
Yeah, they go through. And when I say it starts like with, in the late 50s, early 60s, JFK, and he's like, I want a black man. And that's how it gets started. And then and all these guys
they took him out in Dallas.
And then that kind of stopped this guy. There's a whole thing. But it hits on a lot of stuff. It hits on the civil rights movement, it hits on Afrofuturism for a little bit, then it hits on kind of like the opening of the astronaut ranks by your girl Nichelle Nichols. It goes into the 80s, talks about Challenger. It hits all. It comes all the way up through George Float. That's how up to date that thing is. I really enjoyed it. At no point I was like, this is too long. It's like an hour and a half, hour 40, something like that. No, it can't be right there. And I learned stuff I didn't even know. that I should know, and I feel bad I didn't know. Like, also, I didn't realize the Soviet Union, the Soviet Union beat us in like everything for a while until we beat them to the moon, but they beat us at every other first in the world.
Yeah.
Including they had the first person of color in space. I didn't know that.
Oh, I did read about that, and I actually saw a little video of that. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I'm like,
what color was he?
Afro-Cuban.
Oh.
Yeah, he was Cuban. Skin.
Okay.
Brother, he flew.
Oh, okay.
In like 80 or 79, something like that. Anyway, I highly recommend it. Y'all, you'll really like it.
10-4. 10.
Do it. I know it's the rockets. I know it's the chemical rockets that my man's still mad about, but we're just trying every bit of stuff.
Dude, it's internal combustion engine. That's 100-year-old technology, 200-year-old technology.
So I really like the section on Ron McNair. I think you'll like that because he was doing a lot of things that, like, you look at this guy, he's like, of course this guy's gonna be an astronaut. This guy's doing it all. He's a performer. He's a full doctor, engineer.
Yeah, he was something.
Martial artist. So there you go. Space Race, Nat Geo, Disney Plus.
Sounds good.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
All right, so moving on. What we got in the? So I know football's over. I haven't really watched much sports. I know the NBA is doing their thing. I heard bad things about the Celtics game yesterday. I don't know how that fared, but the one exciting
bad thing.
Then haven't they beat teams like their team, first team, like what, beat teams by 50 points like 3 times or 4 times?
That's
yeah.
Okay. They're beating people out left and right.
Well, okay. Sometimes there's schedule games that you're going to get your butt whooped regardless because you've been out on the road and you're traveling. They pretty well know the schedule will beat you sometime. But what happened to the Warriors yesterday? And they was missing to it. Andrew Wiggins is out on some kind of personal leave. They needed him yesterday, dude. They decided to let Jason Tatum, not Jason Tatum, what's the other kid named? The one, the $300 million guy. Can't think of his name right now. They decided not to play him up close, and he just killed them. He just dropped, because there's so much text going through our group text about it. I didn't want to watch the game because you got Dub and you got Bob.
I was on that text chain. I was like, "Yep." When they said after halftime, like, "Yeah, we're not even watching it," well, they should just let this go. They said they would have called this if it was the NFL. And I was like,
"No," they said NFL would have switched to another game, which they would.
Yeah, I got you.
But the NBA games don't play it on a Sunday. All the games are going on at the same time in the NFL. We got games all over. There was different. There was games on yesterday at different times. Plus, ABC's already committed for the Celtics. The Celtics fans would have lost their mind, as well as the Warriors fans.
They would have.
So it was painful though, dude. I didn't watch that much of it. It was a whooping.
It's a whooping.
Huh?
It's a whooping.
It was a whooping. But I don't know. It's gonna be, you do it to a team like the Warriors. I don't want to run into them guys later on because they're gonna be pretty pissed. I mean, they're not a bad team. They just got caught on a bad day.
Yeah.
The main guy had a bad game. I don't know what he did, partied. I don't know what he did, but he had a bad game. And those boys were hitting everything. Anyway, NBA is rolling though right now. We've got a lot of good teams, and so I stayed up late to watch. Not late. The Lakers played picked the Nuggets again Saturday night. We can't beat them. We lost them 8 times in a row, but we had a good game until like the last 6 minutes. Anyway, that's painful. That was painful. But it's almost time for the playoffs. We've got another 6 weeks.
Well, before the playoffs, we actually got March Madness coming up. You don't want to talk about March Madness? NCAA basketball?
My boys are in it. USF is in it, so I'm all happy, dude.
Yeah, I saw their little record thing.
Automatic bid.
Automatic bid, dude. We have the first time in team history. I sent all that stuff to everybody else today. I said, hey.
Tampa having a pretty good couple of years here. Few years here, huh?
Tampa's forever.
With Tom coming and winning for the Bucks a few years ago, and then you got the excitement around the hockey team, and
but they won 2 Stanley Cups in the last 5 years. 2.
That's what I'm saying. And now you got USF, everybody liking the football team, the basketball team. I mean,
we're getting they're already committed to build a football stadium on the campus, which is going to be awesome. So anyway,
I need to get down there then. What about the hype around the girls basketball NCAA, Iowa in particular, Caitlin Clark?
I don't watch a lot of women basketball, but I heard it's pretty good. It's selling out everybody. according to some sports radio, they have been sellout stadiums and they've drawn more people than certain NBA games, according to Colin Cowherd. I said, dude, come on, man. But I heard this, what's her name? Caitlin
Clark.
Already said she's not going back to school next year. She's going to go pro. So, which is a good thing for the WNBA because that'll increase their viewership. Maybe they'll start paying them. So,
are you going to watch?
No.
Wow.
I watch men's basketball. That's what I like. So I'm not going to sit here and just
all right.
But a lot of people are going to watch it. You know, that's my point.
Yeah, you're going to bring people in because sometimes you need a superstar that get people hyped up. And I think, I think the names of people I knew who were WNBA superstars, but that was like at the beginning of it, like the Lisa Leslies and the Cheryl Swoops.
They were the ones now. I can't name any of them.
Yeah.
When the LA Sparks was winning and Lisa Leslie was the coolest, 6'5" woman you ever want to see, boss. But I don't know now. It's just so I don't know.
One of my boys, rest in peace. He always loved he loved basketball. He came up from Miami. He loved basketball, but he loved watching the women's game. He said, I just like the fundamentals. Like they're playing that pure.
It was all about fundamentals.
Basketball.
Yeah.
This is what I want to see. They're not, trying to showboat it like that. So that's what the man said. That's what the man was saying in the 90s. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I want to see the guys above the rim. We got fundamentals too, but
you want to see showboating.
Yes, sir. We are. Well, that's a term they use because somebody say showboat when they can't do that. That's all that really means.
No, I can't do it, but I like to see it.
Exactly. Fundamental, Lord. You blow the rim because you can't get up to the rim.
He's still hung up on fundamental.
Wow.
he mad about that one.
It was about personal skill set. Just saying what the man said.
Anyway.
I know I got the skill set to do either one. So what do you want from me?
Me either.
I was rebounding, pure rebounder. I get the ball and then give it to somebody else.
I was grounding, picking up drops.
I was in that same boat too.
Yeah. Like I'm not trying to take this shot over here.
Anyway, baseball started. People all over the place in baseball. I swear that because all these spring teams here in the Tampa, Clearwater area, but everybody's here. The Yankees people are here. Who else is it? Phillies. Some other team I can't remember. Other teams are all here. They're here now. Spring it's insanity in that area. Everybody trying to get to the ballpark. Take me out to the ball game. What's that guy named? Ohtani. When how much money did the Dodgers pay him?
Oh, a lot. Yeah,
$700 million.
$700 million.
They say he's the deal too. And the thing about him, he was playing in LA, not in LA. He was playing for the Angels in Anaheim, which is a few miles south of Los Angeles. But now that he's in LA, good gracious, because the Angels are not going to pay him. That team is owned, but it's like a family-owned organization. They do all right. I'm sure they pay their bills and make money. But the Dodgers, they spin. They need to get us a World Series. They ain't got one since COVID, huh? The Dodgers won in COVID. Lakers won in COVID. So let's get a one that's not COVID.
Get it started again.
That's just me. End of the sports talk.
I missed the bubble. Can we get the bubble season? Maybe just do a quick bubble tournament just for old side's sake. Bring him back to Florida.
Now you're a comedian? You doing a bubble? He's a comedian now? Man, you sound like your cousin Doug.
Them boys had fun.
We won.
Well, yeah, but I'm just do a quick. Maybe the in-season tournament next year is like a bubble tournament.
James just became an all-time leading scorer. No, he done went for he had first player 40,000 points. That's a record. It probably won't be broken.
Yeah.
Will Chamberlain, I heard this today. Will Chamberlain was all-time scorer leader for 27 years. He was passed by Jabbar in 84, 85. Jabbar was an all-time scoring leader for 39 years. So who's going to catch Bron?
Mm-hmm.
His son would have to join now and keep playing as long as his dad did.
You got to clone somebody.
There you go.
Because the man, I was listening to somebody talking, they said, well, he started at the youngest player to do certain things. Now he's the oldest player to do certain things. He's still out there doing it.
That's a good point. That's very good. That's a good point.
Know who told me about LeBron James, Gene? Ian. I had never heard of him.
Clippers.
The summer of 03 Ian was, you guys see the LeBron James. I said, what? Yeah. That's the first time I heard about LeBron James for Ian.
Yeah.
Your boy Ian. He's a
Mr.
good dude.
Clip.
Yeah, he's a Clipper fan. He hates the Lakers to the bone.
Oh, he hates them, boy.
So if sometime in his life, someplace, some basketball camp, he felt slighted by a couple round or somebody. He's still, I guarantee if I call him up now and text him and say something, he'll still be swearing.
Yep, he sure will.
Yeah, but again, the first time I heard about LeBron James was from him. I hadn't been, I would watch high school basketball, at least ball in Ohio or something.
Ohio.
Man, say I wouldn't know high school basketball. Not in Ohio.
Plus, the summer of 03, I had much more deals on my mind.
Yeah, I remember that time.
Please.
I'm glad y'all do.
Wow.
You were back in Florida by
the great
midnight train.
I got out of town.
He was on the midnight train. He don't remember 2003 in LA.
Him and what's the guy name?
I was in Florida in 2003. What you talking about?
What?
That's why I don't remember it.
It was 02.
You were back.
He escaped in 02.
02.
Yeah.
He escaped 02.
He was at the party and looked around, he was gone.
He took all the bread with him.
It was a Ghost Protocol. Asshole.
Ghost Protocol.
The Ghost Protocol. But again, that's a long time ago. This is 23 now. This is 24.
That's 10 years ago, baby.
No, that's 20 years. Do some math.
This is 24. Man. Wait. Oh, crap.
03. What you doing, man?
20 years ago.
Get your calculator out.
Man.
You guys are age group to do hand pencil math, so get your calculator out.
I could do my gazuntins.
We like Look like this is not responsible for any kind of math problems. Listen,
I know math.
We're starting to get to a point that two of us we think 1994 was last week. Listen, we understand.
Well,
it's just a thing.
Wait, the Freaknik comes out this month. It's gonna be like 1994 for real for some of these people.
Oh, I'm in front of it. I'm ready. Ready.
I am introducing the headline reading right now. Taylor Swift's special Singapore connection. Her mom and grandparents used to live there.
Really?
I'm reading it right here, boss.
Like
so wait. So that headline is because of they locking her down?
They locked her down. They got exclusive for her to perform in Singapore. $3 million per show.
Per show.
No place else in Southeast Asia. She played in Tokyo, but no South Korea, no Philippines, no Indonesia. Everybody's a little bit jacked. Because Jakarta's a nice place in Indonesia, but they ain't no. If you want to go see her, you all got to go to Singapore.
Singapore.
Let me ask you this. So you go to Singapore, and only because I really don't know. You go to Singapore, you make this $9 million. You got to declare that when you get back on your taxes?
I'm not tax, but don't ask me questions like that. I don't know who's listening.
Or do you just keep it in the Singapore bank and just pull from it when you need it?
I think you bring it home, man. Why you would have leave it on
They
a Singapore
just told
bank?
everybody what they're getting paid, so she can't say she don't got it.
The IRS will know she got it. Like,
well, if it doesn't hit that U.S. bank account.
Hey, Tay, how you doing?
No.
Maybe it's going to that
No. You're an American citizen. They can come get it.
Let me explain to you how this thing works. Because I've read about this.
Is it a Cayman Island somewhere?
No. You remember the guy that was Mark Zuckerberg's partner? I can't think of it. I saw the movie, right?
Yeah.
You know where he lives? Singapore. He took the money, then paid the taxes, and went to Singapore.
And didn't come back because he don't need to come back.
Risk and get everything they want. Okay? So that's how that. So
wait a minute, was this Severon or was it a Napster boy?
It wasn't a Napster guy. It was his first partner. He bought him out. He sold he got like $65 million or some insane amount of money back in those days. But he renounced his U.S. citizenship and moved to Singapore because he didn't want to pay it.
He said, "I'm not giving you 40%."
Well, he wasn't really from the U.S. He was a naturalized U.S. citizen anyway. He wasn't born in the U.S.
Yeah, I think it was Brazilian or something.
Yeah, he was naturalized, so he renounced it. So that's where he lives. So if you're going to do something like that in the United States, people come to the United States with enough money, and they can, with $500,000, you be a citizen. You put your money in the bank and live in your place. Yeah.
Eduardo's net worth is $27.6 billion.
Who's Eduardo? Is that guy?
That's the guy. Singapore. Yeah. And he lives in Singapore with his fine-looking wife.
Yeah.
$27.6 billion, and he's only 40.
He got some stock out of the end of the deal. It's like you get a Facebook stock. It's like he
ain't got Zuckerberg money because Zuckerberg bought an island in Hawaii and built a bunker in there. But it's like
he got enough.
That's the point I'm trying to make about that kind of money and what people able.
Well, if you got $27 billion, you can leave the U.S. and live wherever you want to and not pay taxes, right? Is that what you're trying to say? You just can't come back.
You can't come back. That was my point. U.S. citizen rich, you can't just take your money and bomb do something. They would, what's that word? I can't think of what it is. It's excommunicate, whatever it is. You can't come back. They will renounce. They would. Can't think. No, I don't know what the word is. But I read about this a long time ago about stuff that happened with people in it, because I was curious because a lot of people with a lot of big money come to the U.S. and park their money over here instead of doing other things. But you can't be a rich person in the United States and take the money to another country and park the money and not pay tax on it. U.S. will come and get you.
Well, so as long as I pay my money, I can get me a place in Costa Rica, right? I can keep my money back. I'm just trying to be right.
Dude, a drone will be down there in Costa Rica. That's too close. You think?
No, I'm paying my taxes. I'm paying Uncle Sam. I just want to live over here.
He just wiped Adrian off the map.
A drone would be in Costa Rica, boss.
I just want to live on a beach.
But I just thought that was interesting stuff anyway. But yeah. But the Singapore thing is just out of this world.
Yeah.
Huh? Well,
this world tour. She's making so much money off this world tour. And I was I got sucked into some clips the other night, just watching her at some of her previous concerts. No, listen to this stuff. No, but so she'll bring out people. Probably on this one, but on previous one, she'll bring out somebody. So when she was in Houston, she brought out, what's the guy who did the hook for the Fast and Furious for I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Who was the rapper?
Probably Pooh.
No, who was the rapper?
Oh, I don't follow rap.
Not we. Is it Wiz?
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
So she was in Houston. She brought Wiz Khalifa out. They did that song together. I watched her do. For some reason, she did Frozen in Tampa. So she brought Indina Menzel out, and they did it together. She'll just bring out these groups and just random. I got into a hole.
Keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
Who's ever in town? Let's do this song.
Yeah. Didn't I see Shakira or J-Lo? I think she brought J-Lo out on something. Yeah, that's the thing. You got this. Everybody's happy because everybody gets a little piece of money.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Saturday Night Live singing her.
You producing that Dunking. Wait till that album drops, kid.
That's more than I want to do.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.